today is Sunday, the 28th of August, 2022. This is exercise lesson game air travel. 1. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. You can sit down in an airplane here, sit. 2. This person flies on airplane pilot. 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 3. A plane does when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off. A plane does this when it begins to fly, take off a plane. Does this when it begins to fly? Take off a plane. Does this when it begins to fly? Take off. For another word for luggage is luggage. 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 5. This person travels by passenger. This person travels by passenger. This person travels by air 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 passenger. 6. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is board. Another way to say get on a plane is walk. Another way to say get on a plane is walk. Another way to say get on a plane is walk. Another way to say get on a plane is walk. 7. This is for draw. This is the law to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the law to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the law to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the law to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave on the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. This is the thought to leave the plane or airport exit. 8. You can find taxis at an airport here. Taxi stand. You can find a taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find a taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find a taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find a taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find taxis at an air. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxi at an airport. Here, taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here taxi stand. You can find the taxis at an airport. Here taxi stand.